with us today at the Kroc Center, Hawaii, is Representative Val Okimoto. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure.
And as a first term elected official, former teacher.
Correct.
This isn't even your district, but we're here because this represents community.
The beautiful part is I've been invited to events on the side of the island supporting the UH West Oahu campus. A lot of the people in my district come here to this side of the island, and I think the beauty of being a state legislator is, although I am very tied into my district, I love that I represent all of Hawaii.
And it's really fun to learn about other areas, which I imagine is one of the reasons you ran for office, is to be part of the process.
It is. I think after I became a mother, I really wanted to be involved more in community issues. Something happens when you have children of your own. It's not about you anymore. It's about what happens to the better of, the future of my children. And definitely being in the state legislature, it opens up a wide variety of issues that I'm aware of, things I can be aware of, not just my keiki, but for all children. And being aware of these issues will help me in my position. But also, I think probably the proudest thing I am about being, here on Earth is just about being a mother. That title is more important to me than being a legislator.
I agree, and it actually holds much more weight and responsibility.
And probably harder on a day-to-day basis, yes.
So the different committees that you're on in the Ledge.
So I currently serve on the Lower and Higher Education Committee, which is my passion. I did come from being a special education teacher for 10 years within the DOE system. So that's something that will always be a passion of mine. I was able to serve this past session on the Agriculture and Tourism Committee, and coming up into the next legislative session, I will also continue being on the Lower and Higher Education, but most likely be on Transportation and Tourism, so I'm excited for that. I will have to say that doing this was probably the most frightening thing I've ever done in my life, even scarier than being a first-time mother. The reason I really wanted to get into the legislature because I feel I represent the everyday person. I'm a mom. I was a teacher, and I wanted to bring that value back into the legislature, which I feel, just in talking to constituents or people around the state, there was like a disconnect between people in elected positions and the community. So going in, that's what I really wanted to do, just to be able to be that voice for my community, for people in other communities. I was born and raised on the island of Kauai, local girl, and a lot of my roots and my upbringing is really tied into that island. And I'm grateful for the values that were instilled in me, and I take that with me in every aspect of my life, and I wanted to take that with me to the legislature as well.
And now at this time in the international scene, not only national and local scene, there's so much conflict and there's so many disagreements over what we would think in Hawaii are very basic questions. Take care of the land, take care of people,
Right.
Take care of the environment. How are you navigating through those discussions over there?
I always want to be respectful. I actually lived in a foreign country. I did a service mission. So I know of international, affairs. I have family and friends in the mainland. But the beauty of Hawaii, I feel, is that we have a special culture here. And I think that despite our differences, we can be respectful. And for the most part, we try to be respectful of each other's differences and listen to other sides that maybe differ from what our views are in a respectful manner. So when things come up, both nationally and internationally, I like to just always come back to how are we here? And that the aloha spirit and the culture here always ties back to who we are. And those are the values that I grew up with. I'm sure you did on the neighbor island as well. And that's what I hold on to.
If you had some reassurance to the public to make as an elected official, what would that be?
I would just tell the public that there are really great, people that want to serve the community. Somebody like me, I really am doing this because I aspire to help the community, not for title or position. I want them to pay attention to who their representatives are, challenge them, ask them these questions. We're put into office and we should be held accountable. And I don't, turn away any challenge or question if I don't know the answer. I encourage people to come into me and we'll find the answers. But I really want people to know that I'm just like them, an everyday person that's working hard. I'm a mom, I'm a teacher, somebody that wants to do good in the community.
And go vote.
Go vote. Register and please vote.
Go vote.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure.
You've just had the opportunity to meet Representative Val Okimoto from the Mililani District. Appreciate you being with us.